हाय गुड मॉर्निंग नमस्ते दोस्तों। आप सभी का स्वागत है मेरे इस चैनल पे। आज 6 जनवरी है और आज का द हिंदू का आर्टिकल हम डिस्कशन करेंगे। आर्टिकल आज बेसिकली दो स्मॉल आर्टिकल हम डिस्कस करेंगे, लेकिन एक आर्टिकल काफ़ी कंट्रोवर्शियल है और एक काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है। सो लेट बी डिस्कस्ड और स्टार्टिंग करते हैं पहला आर्टिकल से। और बिफोर द स्टार्टिंग दिस सेशन लेट बी डिस्कस डे ऑफ द वर्ड ऑफ द डे। और आज का वर्ड ऑफ द डे होने वाला है सस्टेनेबल। SUSTAINABLE। सस्टेनेबल मीन्स लगातार चलने वाला, आसानी से, जिसे हम अफोर्ड कर पाए। लाइक आप ग्रोथ कर रहे हो और वो ग्रोथ लगातार चलता रहे, लेकिन आप उस ग्रोथ को अफोर्ड भी कर पाए। ठीक है, इट इज मीन ऑफ द सस्टेनेबल। सो लेट डिस्कस आवर द today article, and article is about the green hydrogen and production of green hydrogen in India, and what is the future of the green hydrogen in India uh, through renewable energy sources, and how it will be the best substitute of the fossil fuels, and how will impact its our economy in the long term. So समझते हैं इस आर्टिकल को। So yesterday, National Green Hydrogen Mission. Under this mission, central government announced the project under which they allocate 17,000 plus crore rupees to the different segment to spur the need of the hydrogens. As we see, hydrogen is the best way to substitute the fossil fuels and fueling through which we can use in a multiple segment. Like hydrogen, which is the best way of energy sources to countering climate change greenhouse gases in a long way. Like when we compare hydrogen in from the fossils, both are most anticipated when we see our energy security in future. How? Let me discuss. So hydrogen process of hydrogen culminations is come through the electrolysis. As you read in chemistry, electrolysis process where p we separate water from the hydrogen, and in this process we break water from the from a process in which we use electricity, and those electricity are produced from the fossil fuels like coal. It's mean coal. And ultim- ultimately coal generates greenhouse gas like carbon dioxide and many others, and we made hydrogen for our green sources, our green purposes. But what about the coal who generate bad elements in our environment? So the focus is also that we can substitute coal, and we take a good and better sustainable renewable energy sources to produce hydrogen, to so that we our total channelage of hydrogen and renewable energy. And when we produced from the renewable energy, I mean when we produced hydrogen through the renewable energy, our this whole spectrum going to be clean, sustainable, and this will be not invulnerable in future. So these are the total context, and it means the a story behind this scenario. Okay, so what type of obstacles, hurdles, problems we can face in this process? Yeah, there is some sort of problems we can face in a current scenario. Like first problem is cost of productions. It means if we seen that renewable energy from which we produce the hydrogens in a efficient manner, but there is some problems, sort of problems like the cost of productions, because hydrogen combination through the renewable energy takes more than 2.5 time costs to the coal. It means when we say that 1 kg of coal, 1 kg of hydrogen producing from the coal takes $1.5, and when we produced hydrogen through the renewable energy, it will take $4.5, almost 3 times. So cost of production is very different in the both case. Then what do the Scandinavian countries, it means Norway, Denmark, Finland type of country, and other developed country or European country in this case? Actually, those country support, boost as per their MNCs, the countries who produce renewable sources of energy in those respective country through the incentives. The respective government incentivize that companies to produce the hydrogen, and also provide logistical supports to those countries to to spread those energy pans out of the country, throughout the country, east to west, north to south. So second problem is also lies here in India, that the uh, how can we send those energy where the plant is based. It means, let me say that the plant of the renewable energy source is in the Chennai, and we need uh, those energy in Bhopal. What in this sense, it means very cost of mobilize, cost of transferability is most. And in the case no company, no any transport segment country, transmission company want to engage in this matter, because of the law. Uh, there is a zero sum game come in picture. So in this case, government also tip to ahead, and also spur those company, incentivize those company to uh, spread those, or channelize those energy throughout the pan India. So these are the problems. So we also take into account. So these are the scenario, and what will all I discussed. So what is the objective of the green hydrogen missions, huh? Under the national mission of hydrogen plan 2030? It means government want at least 5 million metric tons of hydrogen produced every year up till under the 2030 mission. It means government decided their apex time is 2030, and at those time, at least India have a capacity to build, make energy of 5 million metric tons of the hydrogens energy, so that provide best renewable sources throughout the country, also exporting their green hydrogens to the other countries. And they use in the infrastructure projects, big productions company like steels, cement, ammonium factories, and also use as a fuel like car, scooters, and any other. But what is the concern behind this? Actually, very big dilemma here. Is India is able to committed to their goal? As per article, it is not my view. India, it is perhaps like its uncertainty comes in this picture, because recent phenomena, when after 2015 Make in India comes in picture, India want to export their semiconductor segment, want to export many other electronical types of things, many other energy sources, many other coal type of coals, or other things, other metals, other supplement of energy, but they don't be able to export those to the other nations because of the internal issues, or maybe productions problem. So it will be our history of India in the form of energy security. So we can't be provide a better weight to the other countries. So what in the future? So these are the problem. But what is the objective of the green hydrogen? First is the 5 metric ton of the production. till 2030. Second, it will make our environment clean. There is a clean energy, clean environment, sustainable environment. Third is greenhouse gas emission going to be less. Hmm. Fourth is almost 1 million job created in next 5 years if we achieve this agenda. And another thing is demand link incentive to the hydrogen going to be increased. Then also it this sector going to be spurred more, because government also want to focusing on the big MNCs, big infrastructure project, big companies going a step up into this sector. But at the same time, if this will be not going to be happen in the big way and the better way, the ultimately impact on the other disproportionately sector going to be, because we have to be also focusing on the small scale industries and MSME sector to engage in this in this scenario, and going to be developed the whole spectrum in which those all are going to be engaged in a similar way. So we have to be a wonderful situation arise under which we can make a beautiful goal of hydrogen productions. Okay, so what is conclusion at the end of the day? I think India is more curious than any other country to achieve the green hydrogen productions, green energy, and sustainable development goal to the other country like Western country who produced more greenhouse gases than India. This is the future of India. If India committed to that, the India become a superpower, because India want to contain climate change seriously, and it will be done if we focusing on agenda based approach, more level problem, more mechanism problem. If we have to focusing on our transparency, we supervised all things in a proper manner, this will become achievable in a time manner. These are the facts which are the very important to our exam. I want to discuss another article of the Supreme Court decision who has started come out, but there is a sort of time, so we can't discuss those. And so these are important type of facts, figures, and other important article throughout the weeks we discuss on the Sunday when the Hindu Note published any type of editorial. So just waiting for that. And this Sunday I take some wonderful article discussions, and hope you all support that, guys. Thank you to listening me. A wonderful day ahead, and okay, love you. Goodbye. Jai Hind.